general. I'm really starting to believe that this timeline that we're on, there's something wrong with it. I mean, I've gotten to where I don't believe anything because everything is so screwed up. Everything is so up in the air.
Tight.
And everything is always changing. But over the last 5 years specifically, we have seen changes in society, in the world, that are unprecedented.
Shout out to the 3 in
unlike
chat.
anything we've ever seen in such short periods of time, too. That's the other thing. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in an alternate reality. I don't know what happened to the reality we used to live in, but it is not here.
The first thing that made him realize people changed. Let's see.
My mind going down these rabbit holes into thinking that something's seriously off. So I grew up in Kentucky. I was born and raised here. And if you know anything about Kentucky, you'll know that the Kentucky Derby is held here. It's something I always wanted to do, especially back in my younger days when I used to drink and stuff, because specifically the Derby infield, you'll know that it's always been considered one of the wildest parties in the nation because people run around half naked. They dress up in these crazy outfits, mud fights, porta potty races. Everybody gets completely trashed. And it's essentially just a massive, wild party of thousands and thousands of people. But I want to go see this because sometimes I just want to watch the chaos unfold around me. So back in 2022,
I do sound like some lit activities or some just crazy, wild, just random activities.
And I went for that specific reason, to watch the chaos unfold around me. I wanted to see the massive party.
Chaos.
And I walked into that event thinking that that's exactly what I was going to see.
Straight mosh
only
pit,
to be
straight mosh
extremely let down. And to say things had changed would be a massive understatement. I walked in there and there was nobody getting drunk. I mean, there were people drinking, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't a massive party. People were in suits and ties. Women were in derby dresses. Everybody was just kind of standing around. Google Kentucky Derby infield party photos. Just Google those terms and you're going to see the craziness that I'm talking about. And that was back all the way up until about 2020. But what I experienced was something completely different. It was like I had been pulled from that reality, from that timeline, and placed in a timeline that was completely unrecognizable. And my surroundings, just the way people were interacting and everything about it, it felt very robotic. It did not feel natural. There's something that was just very off-putting about it. I don't really know how to describe it. That's why I'm kind of struggling with this, but something has changed. That's why I'm